Now, when I first heard this talk of Donald Trump not wanting to leave office in 2020, pulling out random schemes in order to avoid said possible defeat at the hands of Joe Biden, I was like, well, I don't know. In fact, when I had Michael Moore here on the podcast, from his Rumble podcast, Michael Moore was talking about, hey, man, it's very likely that Donald Trump will try to pull a fast one. You can't trust him. And then, when I had Dr. Cornel West, who also has another great podcast, he said, I understand the trepidation to vote for Joe Biden, but you have to understand, my brother, but Donald Trump is a special kind of villain. The man's a gangster. Oh, my brother, he's a gangster. Then Senator Nina Turner, S&T, was on the Katie Halper show last night. Katie invited us on. We were there, as was Aaron Mate, and Nina and I, we had a brief conversation, and she broke down how voting for Joe Biden was like eating a bowl of shit, but it would be better than voting for Trump. Oh! So the bottom line is this. It's true, Donald Trump will do anything and everything in order to defeat Joe Biden, and he's willing to play dirty if need be because he ain't trying to go, Johnson.
Nobody else could have done.
Delay in the election is probably a non-starter. Wouldn't you agree with that?
I just feel I don't want to delay. I want to have the election. But I also don't want to have to wait for 3 months and then find out that the ballots are all missing and the election doesn't mean anything. That's what's going to happen, Steve. That's common sense. And everyone knows it. Smart people know it. Stupid people may not know it. And some people don't want to talk about it, but they know it.
Yes, yes, yes. Donald Trump calling people stupid. Actually, I got into a conversation with someone about this. And Donald Trump is not stupid. He's very crafty, but he's also ignorant as a mofo. All right, he's very ignorant. Now, here's the deal. People that voted for Donald Trump, there's Donald Trump voters, and then there are Donald Trump supporters. Voters, I give leeway because they had to choose between Trump and Hillary. And that was like choosing between Lucifer and the devil. So they were like, I don't know. Turns out in hindsight, Donald Trump is a catastrophe. But that's different. If you're a voter, that's just one thing you did one time. Like ecstasy or, acid. But if you're a Trump supporter, ew, you got problems. Donald Trump is a threat to humanity, and now he's a threat to our democracy in ways that we hadn't even imagined. The man is now making up scenarios where he doesn't even have to accept the outcome of an election if it's the outcome he does not like. Remember, this is the guy who had a fake steakhouse steaks, the Trump steaks that taste like rubber. This is the guy with the fake school where he said, I'm going to teach you everything about everything, and it's going to be so big. Oh, you're going to make so much money. You're going to think big. And then those people, when they went and took the course after shelling out $5,000 a piece, he wasn't even leading the teaching. It was other people teaching. It was like, where's the guy that was selling me on this crap? So Donald Trump is a failed businessman who's been bankrupt several times. What he has been good at is lying. So people don't trust him. And I don't trust him. And no one should trust him to leave office. But the good thing about this, and this is great news, is that Donald Trump does not have the authority to postpone an election. That can only be done by Congress. And I mean, considering who we got in Congress, I don't know. We got some lame mofos in Congress, man. They had the backbones of silly putty. Their spines are more bendable than rubber wood. These people cannot be trusted. They are elastics. Their moral fiber is not an original fiber. It's synthetic, made in a lab. I don't understand. These people cannot be trusted. But the only reason why the saving grace is that Congress would have to approve of postponing an election is the fact, also unconstitutional. Unconstitutional, so that's good too. So and even members of the GOP are pushing back against Donald Trump's luscious lies, loquacious lies, and his rhetoric about this being a fractured situation where we can't trust mail-in ballots when we've been trusting mail-in ballots forever, Johnson. Now, Donald Trump said a lot in this press conference, and some of it was relevant. He said how currently we've had situations when in the primaries where votes weren't counted accurately, a number of absentee ballots went missing, and a lot of misplaced votes. A lot of people knocked off voting rolls. And the funny thing about it is Donald Trump only cares about it now because it will impact him or has the potential to impact him. There was no definitive information to suggest that there will be particular problems in mailing ballots. Do we have a lot in our election system that needs to be fixed? Hell yeah. We got a lot that needs to be fixed. It's horrible. Let's take these machines that are easily hackable machines. That's what the name should be. Instead of Diebold, it should be Hackall. That's what the name should be. So yeah, and then we got these bastards like the Snipes woman in Florida who basically gave the election to Debbie Wasserman Schultz. Shout out to Tim Canova, the former Tim Canova who I knew who is now gone off the deep end, who was once upon a time a very optimistic young man with a shiny smile and now has become a very pissed off libertarian. Can't say I blame him too much. Look, we have a lot of election problems. Trump's right. But if you think for a second that Donald Trump is bringing up election problems now to help you, you're an idiot. Nah, idiot's a harsh word. How about a moron? Yeah, Donald Trump is a very self-serving human being. And that's why he's bringing this up. And I don't think it's going to work, Johnson. Now, he wouldn't be doing this if he went down in the polls. Don't believe the rhetoric. Oh, we're doing well. Yeah, right. If you were doing well, you would be smashing the pedal in November. You might move it up a couple months if you could. Trump and anybody out there, like, I remember I was one of those people when he first got elected, I was like, I don't think Trump want to be president. Trump has wanted to be president for 30 years. Go back and run the tape. Trump talked about being president back under Reagan. He was chomping at the bit. He couldn't throw his hat in the ring. He threw his hat in the ring so fast, he got hat rash. Okay? That's how quick he threw his hat in the ring. Shout out to K. Lovejoy. You know what I'm talking about. Donald Trump wants to postpone the election. To me, that's a tell. That's telling me that Donald Trump's afraid he's going to lose. I want him to lose, but I'm also afraid that means Joe Biden doesn't have to do less than what he's doing now, which is shit. Yeah, like, so this doesn't work well. Trump, stop being so obviously a stinking loser. Don't do it. The only way we could extract anything out of Joe Biden that's useful for the people is if there's a possibility he could lose. And with you talking about postponing an election, unprecedented, somebody fact check me if I'm wrong. I don't think an election's ever been postponed in the history of United States American elections on the presidential elections. I'm not talking about dog catcher. Presidential election. And so, find out, because I don't think it's a thing this precedent will not be set by Donald Trump. It won't be allowed. It can't happen. So this is not good for progressives. It's not good for people who want change in this country because it does not force Joe Biden to the table. He's already not at the table. He down the street. We at the table like, hey, can we get you to the table? He's like, I don't need to come to no table, man. Donald Trump's running scared. He says, listen, fat, you want to do some push-ups? You want to go in the back? Want to mix it up? Want me to show you what I got? Want to give you the 012 right there, Fred? He's ready to fight us all. It doesn't look good. But here's the deal. I won't vote shame anybody here. I don't like either candidate. I've been on the record 3, 4, 5 times. That's it. Trump wants to postpone the election. Who wants to postpone something they're winning? Come on, man. Come on, Johnson. Come on.